Hello and welcome back to the Energy Connect studio at Gastech 2024 in Houston. I'm delighted to have sitting next to me in the studio today, Keith Schilling, the Senior Vice President Technology at Aspen Aerogels. Keith, thank you so much for being in the studio with us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Talk to us about Aspen Aerogels. Where are you focusing your current marketing efforts, and which industries or sectors are you seeing the most significant growth coming from?
Certainly. So first I'll introduce myself, Keith Schilling, Senior Vice President for Aspen Aerogels. Pleasure to be here, and thank you for all of our listeners for tuning in. Excited to be here. Aspen Aerogel is an energy technology company. So we're focused on aerogel technology. We're in two market segments currently today. Energy industrial and thermal barrier are our primary markets. We design, develop, and manufacture innovative high-performance materials for those markets, primarily in energy industrial and the electric vehicle market today. We have been in the energy industry for over 2 decades in supporting that business. Developed and commercialized a proprietary line of what we call pyrethin material for the thermal barrier market, supporting the electrification revolution. And we're developing applications for our aerogel technology that go beyond that as well in battery systems and other innovative spaces with this technology platform. Our core business, as I mentioned, is separated into 2 reportable segments, energy industrial and thermal barriers today. And we've been providing insulation material into the energy business for 2 decades, as I mentioned. We focus on refineries, petrochemical facilities, natural gas facilities, and power gen and distribution assets. We replace traditional insulation materials in those industries, whether it's in routine maintenance or also in new build facilities that are being constructed. And we're seeing significant growth in the LNG industry today, an area that we're focused on. We have a very interesting value proposition as well for our customers.
That's a lot of ground that you covered. And what's the secret sauce for Aspen Aerogels? What makes your company so unique?
We have an entrenched willingness and positive attitude towards problem solving. It's an area that I found, in my experience is quite unique. It's that and something else. We leverage our high-performing team and the teamwork of our teams to solve the world's most critical problems. And we have an amazing team that we work with. They focus on customers, focusing on industries, and deliver those solutions and technologies to solve critical problems in the world. And that ability and willingness to say yes, coupled with the cognitive ability to back that up, is really something special at Aspen.
That's really great to know. Now, LNG has been a very core foundation of your growth. And can you elaborate on the specific trends and the needs of the industry that you're seeing and how your products address those challenges?
So in the primary products in our energy industrial portfolio are a hot product called Pyrogel and a cold product called Cryogel. We introduced Cryogel into the market in around 2007. And we've been known for our thermally efficient, thin, lightweight materials that have incredible insulation properties. And we garnered some polite interest from engineering, procurement, and construction companies that are designing LNG facilities, but the specifications were elusive. LNG is a very conservative industry, and rigid materials such as cellular glass, polyisocyanate, foam had been used for decades and were very well understood. Yet over the period following our product introduction in 2007, 29 LNG facilities were built, and Cryogel was utilized on 23 of those projects, despite not being included in the original project specifications. So engineering, it seemed, was being overruled by construction. which was interesting. And so, the ability of our materials to resolve clashes and mechanical clashes was certainly a part of that. Their thinner design, 25 to 50% thinner profile, means that it can fit where nothing else can. And we also solve challenges around acoustics, cryogenic splash, and passive fire protection, all in one single product. So, I think what's interesting is that the installation can consume 10% of the craft labor hours and span 40% of the schedule for an LNG facility project. So it sits firmly in the critical path. Aspen Aerogels helps its customer manage the risk, and we've proven that repeatedly over the years, which is why we're in so many programs. So when schedule challenges present themselves, that was over 75% of those projects had schedule issues. And it was a familiar occurrence for our teams to be called in to support those programs and projects. Half of the world's modern liquefaction projects have suffered and been plagued and grappled with installation-related delays. And as a result, Cryogel Z was brought in to help customers complete their projects on time and solve some of those major challenges.
While you're helping your customers solve these challenges, sustainability has become a very core theme of the whole industry as we go towards net zero and the energy transition. So how is Aspen Aerogels helping its customers in the market achieve these objectives?
The next step following on to that is really around early specification and taking advantage of the material and the material performance and the design ability and constructability early in the project phase. So we think we're not done with supporting the next steps of continuing the path towards a more sustainable future. Utilizing our materials early could allow for less steel to be utilized in the construction of these projects, less foundational work because of the weight, and therefore less rebar and all of the associated labor and that goes into that. So we think that there's more to be done, and because of the lifespan and the reusability of our products, where we've been in programs for over 20 years, we have an interesting, sustainable solution to help the market continue to achieve its goals.
Right. And just looking ahead, where do you see the most significant opportunities for Aspen Aerogels within the evolving energy landscape, especially with the rapid rise of energy technologies?
It's a great question. I think the evolving energy landscape presents tremendous opportunity for Aspen Aerogels. We remain focused on understanding and working on rapid technology advancements in the energy sector. So in order to do that, our products have to continue to deliver, add value, and bring benefits for our customers. We're actively engaged in carbon capture projects. Mm-hmm. We've been selected for a few projects already where the requirement is highly stable temperature in order to meet the design criteria of the programs. We're leveraging our aerogel technology platforms and developing new solutions, whether that's in new battery materials or other aerogel solutions that we're working on in research and development. It's just an exciting time to be at Aspen Aerogels, and we think we've got a lot to still offer as we continue our journey alongside our customers.
That's an excellent point, Keith, and thank you so much for your valuable insights today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's really a pleasure to talk with you, CS.
Thanks for watching, and you can get more comprehensive coverage of the energy industry and more studio interviews at energyconnects.com. I will be back with more studio interviews from Gastech 2024 in Houston. Stay tuned for more.